All right, y'all, so there's going to be a few settings that you're going to need when you are starting Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it is a few different ones for the, the gamers, the hype beasts, etc., etc. First off, when you go into new game, you might want to try guided exploration mode just because it might be hard for you to look everywhere to investigate without an eagle. So if you would turn this on, you would have to use your network and investigate clues to find your objectives and progress with your adventure. And you might keep this off if you want to do it yourself. You want to be a hardcore gamer and you want to just lock in and say, I did that. And this is the intended way to experience Assassin's Creed. You see, it says that right there. Canon mode. This is the default experience, allowing you to influence Naoe's and Yasuke's decisions during cutscenes. And you will have different options where you get to choose between different dialogue settings that might either affect a certain character or it might affect your path. I have mine off. Immersive game mode. Activating this option automatically sets and locks the voiceover language to Japanese, and it blends Japanese and Portuguese dialogue. Then you have different difficulties as well. You have the story. This mode is for players who want to focus on the narrative experience. Enemies are not difficult to overcome. Now it's harder to detect. She is more resistant to damage and she is deadly in combat. Yasuke is very powerful and can easily overcome large encounters. Players might need to keep gear at appropriate level, whatever. Forgiven. This mode is for players who desire a more forgiving experience. Now we can easily infiltrate areas, take down unaware enemies, but she can also fight small groups. Yasuke can handle large encounters, etc., etc. Players are encouraged to use the best gear available. Improving equipment and skills often is recommended. I'm on normal. This mode is intended experience crafted around the dual protagonist. Naoe should favor staying hidden and use her many skills to take down enemies stealthily. Yasuke can face any encounter as long as he confronts enemies at his current level. This is what I'm playing as. This is what I use. I think this honestly is the best way to do it. So you are truly experiencing Assassin's Creed Shadow the way you're supposed to experience it. Like they just said, Naoe is one way, Yasuke is the other way. I feel like the previous two, you're just going to be able to do whatever the hell you want with Naoe and not really want to experience the switching. Now, expert, crazy. This is for y'all. This is not for me. This is for y'all. This mode is intended for players looking for a difficult challenge. Naoe needs to be careful while approaching enemies due to their wider fields of view. Enemies are stronger, more deadly against Yasuke, so players need to master the combat system. So if you think you about to just normally sneak around with Naoe, no. You think you about to just walk in and be a brute with Yasuke? No. So pay attention to these different settings. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the settings for the audio and languages. So you go to audio, you will scroll down. I have mine checked off, but this is where you can do the immersive mode, like I just mentioned previously. Activating this option automatically sets and locks the voiceover language to Japanese and blends Japanese and Portuguese dialogue for an immersive audio experience, which is pretty gas. Text language. You can go from English to French, to French, Espanol, Portuguese, Japanese, etc. There's also a plethora of options with the color preset, the text size, icon size, the HUD, whatever. If you want to change anything, you are able to do that, which I think is super cool, because sometimes you might not even want to see anything on your screen. You might want to fully immerse yourself into the game and make everything as small as possible. Me personally, I think you should try to remap some of your controls or even turn up some things. Go to controls, go to customize controls, and do this here. During combat, I'm about to take off my my photo ability, because every time I'm in a battle and I'm trying to run or sprint or something like that, it literally happens. So let me see if they even allow me to take that off. Okay, so right now I don't even see that as an option. But normally when you click in R3 or L3, the picture mode pops up and it's kind of irritating, but it's fine. This is where you will go to change the options. The simplified input, you go to option, you're gonna go to gameplay. You're gonna right here, it's gonna turn to melee attack mode. You get to choose how melee attacks are executed. Default, a single button press triggers a single attack. Combo, a single button press triggers a melee combo attack. Or you have combo plus posture. A posture attack can be triggered with a single button press during a combo attack. Press again to execute the posture attack. I have mine on default, so I can fully do my own combos and figure everything out myself. Also, aim assist in the game. Yes, you might need aim assist in the game when your ass trying to throw a kunai or shoot a bow and you just suck, you just miss. So you can change it from light to moderate to full, or you can turn it off completely. Now we're going to go to the options again, but for my content creators, these two settings you might need to turn off: dismemberment and blood FX. Dismemberment, if you have this on, YouTube, TikTok might hate you. Not gonna lie to you, especially with Yasuke and the shit that he does is insane. Also, the blood effects, all that splattering, all that bloodiness, it might get you cooked, especially whether it's TikTok or whether it's YouTube. I'm pretty sure Twitch is pretty lenient on that type of stuff. But these two options are sensitive content and it's under gameplay. You also have the camera shake that you can turn on and off for during settings and during certain situations. It's okay. It's not really huge. When it comes to the video game settings, let me turn it on. When it comes to the video settings and what you think you want to look like, chromatic aberration, I have it on for certain situations and certain gameplay aspects, which is pretty cool, but most times I have it off. You can also turn out the motion blur. I've never used motion blur in the game. I feel like it just breaks my capture card and messes my frame rate, so I always turn it off. And some settings won't be shown because I already started the game, so if you start from a new game aspect, then that will be available for you. All the settings that you might need to check out when it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows.